For y'all who are really into astrology, what is the worst sign? Like if someone compared you to that sign, you would actually never want to talk to that person again. You'd be so offended. Like what is it?
Hi. There will always be infidelities because women continue to make the same mistakes and continue to cheating themselves. Let's figure it out, but first let's like and subscribe.
How to catch any woman cheating. This is the foolproof method to catch your girlfriend, your wife, whoever it is in the act. This is what you have to do. You have to randomly ask to check her phone. Don't actually check it. You don't have to check nothing. Just randomly. I'm talking about when things are going great, when you guys are at dinner, you guys are on a trip, or you guys just came back from a trip and everything is smooth. You can't do this when things are rocky. Do this when things are smooth. Ask to randomly check her phone. If she doesn't agree, that's your sign right there. You don't even have to check the phone. It's her response to you wanting to check her phone. If she's not willing to say, hey, baby, here's my phone. You're my boyfriend. You're my husband. Here it is. Do whatever you want to do. Look at whatever you want to look at. If she's hesitant to let you check her phone, she's cheating. That's all you got to know. Walk away.
Yes, this is a serious reason to think about it. It all depends on your relationship and your inner beliefs. But it's at least a reason to check what dance classes she's attending and who she's hanging out with. Otherwise, later on, you'll be blamed for not paying her enough attention, and more.
Okay, the men already hate me on here, so it really doesn't matter what I say at this point. If you want to be free of this man, don't just think about him making a dating profile and like picking out pictures of himself that he likes. Think about him having to verify his ID on Hinge, just like putting his face like super close, like getting it really close and like having to like keep adjusting it and then like do like the slow circle and it like not working the first time, and so he has to like do it again so that he can verify his ID on Hinge. That one always, that really works for me. I like that one a lot.
I make vegan water. Have a cup of water to any amount that you feel like drinking. What you're gonna do is cut up some tofu, put it in your freezer. These are my ice cubes. Plop them in my water one by one.
Let's normalize wanting engagement rings that cost as much as your partner's car. I know this sounds like a crazy take.
Because it is.
And this is my best friend's idea, by the way.
I think it's time to get some new friends.
As soon as she said it to me, I was like, you are doing way too much. Like, your standards are way too high.
Should have gone with that feeling.
But let me explain, this is gonna make sense.
I surely hope so, because right now I don't see any way that it possibly could.
At the beginning, I was thinking, if my man proposes with a diamond ring that is less than 2 carats, then I'm gonna say no.
So then that means that one doesn't actually love him.
Like, maybe I'm gonna keep the man, but he's gonna have to propose again with the ring that I approve of. It's just what I feel like I deserve.
Ah, yes. If only everybody truly got what they deserved.
And then my friend was like, I'm not accepting less than 6 carats. And I'm like, that's gonna cover your entire hand. But
Maybe one shouldn't be taking advice from a person who's obviously going to be single for a very, very long time.
what I'm trying to say here is, if a man is willing to spend that much on a car, it's a utility, right? It doesn't have to be a crazy expensive car. But if he wants that, if he likes that car, why wouldn't he want to spend that money towards, first of all, something that doesn't lose value?
Gentlemen, I would like to remind you that happily, not every woman thinks this way.
It's a relief that not all girls think like that. Why does this chick believe she actually deserves a ring worth as much as a car? She's probably not thinking of a pickup truck, but something more like a Lamborghini in her wild fantasies. Her own greed will likely teach her a lesson, and she'll stop assuming she's the best prize.
Anyone still doubting how bad the dating scene is? This is how single I am.
So can we also make the argument that, well, women then cheat, but when they cheat, it's more of an emotional connection, where for a guy, it could just be, I don't give.
Yeah, I think, obviously this is also an opinion, but I think that men are more animalistic and, you know, it's
instinctual.
Instinctual. I think a woman cheats far before she cheats physically.
Ooh.
If she is emotionally attracted to you, you know, and if she's in a relationship, that's, for me, it's some form of cheating, right? Because you have someone, how can you allow that that space to open up for someone else, right? And like I said, I mean, a woman can have sex with anyone. It doesn't necessarily have to be invested emotionally, but I think that she will cheat way before she actually cheats physically.
So would you consider that cheating if they're mentally,
absolutely
texting other guys or
for me, yes.
entertaining other guys?
For me, I believe that is a form of cheating.
Ladies, don't be nice to ugly men because they wouldn't be nice to you if you were ugly.
Really? And where is this coming from?
Coming from a former ugly girl, mediocre girl, I've been all of it.
Yeah, indeed.
And I've reached the good looking. I'm considered good looking now, a little bit.
Well, they do say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
They're way nicer to me now. In fact, I can say really mean stuff. I can be demanding, and they give me what I want.
Gee, I wonder why that could be.
All you have to be is hot. They don't care.
Oh, I don't know about that, but let's continue.
So, treat them how they would treat you if you were ugly.
I have a better idea. How about we treat people based on the type of person that they are, rather than based on what they look like?
If they're going to be that demanding of us, of just basic human respect and kindness based on our appearance, then we should do the same.
What happened to treating people as you would want to be treated? That must have gone the same way as manners.
And don't tell me you're watching this video because you like my face, man, because we know you are.
Oh, here we go.
You don't even care about my attitude. I just bash the shit out of you. And you're going to say what? Oh, she's so cute. I know how you work. I have a guy on here said, I want you. Why? Why do you want me?
Now that's genuinely a good question.
Because I'm cute a little bit? That doesn't make any goddamn sense.
Yeah, guys might want a woman based on how she looks for the now, but based on her attitude, that will determine if he sticks around.
I've hooked up with guys who said they were athletes. And by the way, every single guy who was almost going to be an athlete, guess why they weren't? Because they tore their ACL. If I had $1 for the amount of times I heard that from a wanting, aspiring athlete. I'm so mean.
Didn't expect it to be this funny. I swear, if I got $1 every time a dumb girl thought she was a queen or the perfect woman, I'd be a millionaire by now.
Sitting down in order to make other people feel comfortable is the equivalent to making yourself less in order to make other people feel like they are more.
Here's the deal. If a man gives 90, a woman gives 120. If he pulls back and gives 80, she still gives 120, hoping that eventually he'll meet her at least at 100, and then she'll give 200.
I'm on the verge of getting my real estate license. Is that what everyone does when their dreams are crushed? I feel like that's the only way out. I don't want to do that. Can you even picture me selling houses? Hi, welcome in. Here's the kitchen. Here's the bathroom. Do you like it? Do you want to buy it? This is my entire job, is just doing that. And then the other stuff that's boring. I'm sorry, no offense to you guys, but that sounds so boring.
What is the likelihood of finding a man that can actually take care of you physically, emotionally, financially, that you're attracted to, that you look up to, that's building you up? It's very, very low. I'll put it to women like this. You're going to leave me for a man that you love less that's going to cheat on you anyway.
Yes.
And look, I know it sucks. I swear to God, if I would write a check for $1 million right now. I would be worth 10x more if that feeling inside of me, that sexual urge as a man was gone. Like, life would be so much more productive. I don't think it's cool. I don't think it's cute. I'm not trying to sound like a big G. None of that shit. I'm telling you, honestly, my whole 20s, I dealt with the pain of leaving women I love because I wanted to cheat on them. I wish I'd have been in a place where I could have just told them the truth, but I didn't know any better because I was young. It's in us. It's truly in us. And if a man cheats on you, yes, it's going to hurt. You're going to cry. He should show up for you, but I don't necessarily think you should leave, because finding a man that's going to take care of you emotionally and financially and physically is going to be hard to come by.
Even if it did happen, it's a reason to reflect on what went wrong in the relationship. I don't think it should be condoned, but some female wisdom might help save the marriage and give the man a second chance.
If someone's gonna ask me a 1 through 10, I'm gonna give myself a 10.
No matter what?
No matter what, just because even if I didn't look the way I did and I looked another way, even like all of you guys, like, it makes me, I mean, I know
they're all
guys,
10s?
Yes, I would hope that you guys would all feel like you're a 10.
Is there any girl in that room who's prettier than you?
I think we're all beautiful.
Is there any girl in that room who's prettier than you?
I'm gonna give it to my sister, but
Wait, Andrew.
Okay, hang on.
I'll give
So
it
if
to
your
my sister.
if your sister's a 10, what does that make you?
So fine, I guess we're all 9s, but I
Wait, you can't all be 9s. If you're the prettiest girl in the room and you rate yourself a 9, then you'd have to rate at least other girls an 8, right?
I didn't ever say I was the prettiest girl in the room. But
Okay, are you the prettiest girl in the room?
I didn't say that.
Yeah, I know, but are you?
No.
Okay, who is?
I think my sister is beautiful.
Okay, so she's the prettiest girl in the room.
But
So
you
that
have to
would mean
remember,
that you're
I'm
less
looking at
pretty.
my...
Hang on. So that would mean you're less pretty than her. So if she's a 10, then that would make you a what?
She could be a 10 too. But we could both be 10s, but it's just like I think my sister's most beautiful just off the fact that she's my sister and I...
Question for men, because I'm starting to wonder. Are there any men left in this entire universe who are interested in a woman in her late 30s with a natural body?
What are you doing home?
Who's that? Who are you? Who's that? Are you kidding me? In my own house? In my own house? Who is?
I don't think I have anything to do with this. I'm gonna go. Okay? Yeah, so.
I don't think so. Who are you? We're married.
You guys can just go. You know what? This is gonna be our thing now. You guys can go.
No, you're not leaving with him.
Come on.
What?
What are you doing?
Once a cheater, always a cheater, Steve? It sounds like you don't.
No.
Okay. how come?
Because men grow up and men change.
Thank you.
Men do grow up and men change. What happens is you can make mistakes and grow from it and learn from it. But then every time a man cheats doesn't mean you have to give him another chance either. All men can change, but there is only one woman we will change for.
Well said. Despite a partner's potential mistake, this statement reflects growth and the value of a relationship during tough times. Just try to give him a chance if he deserves it, and you may discover new dimensions in the relationship. After all, everyone can make a mistake.
In case you're wondering what single life in your 20s is like, I just cancelled a date for the second time because for the second time, I'll take you out to dinner and a movie turned into, come to mine and we can watch whatever you want on Netflix and I'll cook us 18 eggs to share. Like, if you want a brunch, you could have just said something.
Blue chips. Hey, do you want to try those blue chips with me? I wanted to try those blue chips. What the hell?
Surprise, surprise!
What's behind my door?
Nothing is there.
Something was behind that door. I know it was. I know it was.
No, go ahead, check what's behind the door. Oops!
What? So what is? Hey, can I see? What are you doing?
I want
What
to dance with you.
are you doing? Let's dance then. Okay, come on. Let's dance. Come on, let's dance. What? Are we gonna dance?
Yeah, we're dancing.
Okay.
We're dancing.
Okay.
Dancing
Can I
in
please
the
see
room
you now?
light.
What are you doing?
Dancing in the room
Is it a
light.
surprise or something? What?
Let's have dinner. Come on.
Okay.
Time on how my friend found out that she was getting cheated on. This is absolutely insane. It just goes to show that if you're cheating on your girlfriend, she will find out. Like, even if you think that you've hit it so well and you're being like a master sleuth, like a mastermind, she's going to figure it out. Like, her intuition will kick in and she'll figure it out. Okay, so her and her boyfriend had been like, he'd been being weird for a while, like being a little bit of a weirdo, and she had this like weird feeling in her gut. She went through his phone, she found some weird nothing crazy. Like, he was talking to a girl, but like nothing insane. And he just she's like, I'm breaking up with you, and he goes, okay, and just leaves. And she's like, that wasn't meant to happen. And he actually just leaves. Now at this point, she's like, there's something sneaky going on, because men don't just leave without a backup option. That's not what they do. They always, when they leave, they have a backup option every single time.
I think he just left because the time had come to admit that the relationship no longer held value or a future. It's unlikely there were any hidden schemes involved. Women have drama up to the 10th floor, but guys tend to handle things more simply and reasonably. Even their mistakes are quieter.
She's caught. You're caught. Oh. Hey, you're getting posted. I will never trust bitches again, I swear to God. Go ahead. She's sick. Hey, I'm stuck in this car though. She gotta take me home, but damn, I would never trust bitches again. On Jesus Christ. Jumpy, she's still in this bitch crying. Oh God. Hey, what's the move though? You good? Not good.
Here's the thing. I will always live by they always come back. Because you know what? No one has ever proved it wrong. That's the truth of the matter. At least once, every person comes back. Especially when they do you wrong. When they do you wrong, it's inevitable. They will 1000% come back. And my friends always get sad because they're like, oh my God, he stopped talking to me, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, just wait, baby girl. He's coming back. And they never believe me until like 3 months later. They're gonna like a text being like, hey, guess who it is? So live like they're gonna come back, because they will.
What are you doing? Wait, what are you talking? No.
Someone please help me understand this because I'm so confused. So this happened a while ago. I was at my friend's birthday and one of her friends who I hadn't met before was kind of eyeing me off, and as the night progressed we had a moment where we were together and we kind of were making out. And I said to him, oh, you should add me on Instagram. And he was like, I already have you on Instagram. And I was like, oh, really? And then he was like, yeah, I messaged you a couple years back, but you didn't really reply. And yeah, I've kind of always had a crush on you. At the time, my ego was inflated and I'm like, oh my God, he's a fan. And we went back to her house for kick-ons and I passed out. And the next day he messaged me saying like, we should hang out. And I was like, yeah, I'm keen. And then he kind of was acting a bit flaky, not really replying to me. And I said to my friend, is he not into me or something? And she was like, he is, he's just super awkward. And then he left me on scene and never messaged again.
The guy probably got everything he wanted, maybe with some disappointment as a bonus. So he decided to end things instead of faking it. That's far more honest than secretly cheating at parties while making promises of eternal love.
So I'm 36. I've been dating a girl for the past 4 years. I was getting ready to pop the question, and then something big happened. I found out she was cheating on me. She said she was really sorry and that it was a mistake, that she loves me and that it's never gonna happen again. Any advice?
But what I'll say to you is, in my experience, watching my clients, this is either the beginning of the end or it's the end of the beginning.
Like he said, this could be a mistake, but how? So if we hit a rough spot, you're gonna go fix it outside the relationship. Yeah, man, I'll get another chick. Yeah.
We think our partners are cheating on us. Help us. We caught them holding hands.
What are you doing?
Nothing.
We're so suspicious, so we're spying on them.
Oh, I'm so glad we're alone. I'm so over men.
I'm so over gingers. I mean,
my
like,
God.
I don't like gingers anymore. I want to go to
Oh, just give me a kiss.
Someone please explain what a man's obsession with the sundress is. I went to the shops before and I look exactly how I always do, apart from the fact that I was wearing a sundress. And honestly, I've never had so many stares in my life. I even got whistled at a few times and I was only in there for 10 minutes. I'm never wearing a sundress again.
The smugness is dripping off the screen. Sweetie, it's your breast that's getting the attention, not your dress. Being ditzy might seem cute, but I'm pretty sure your bust size won't get you everything in life.
have been humbled by eHarmony. A woman in her early 50s who I play volleyball with suggested that I get an eHarmony account, that this is where all the serious singles are, so I did it. I committed to paying over $600 for the year. I chose to pay quarterly, but I will end up having to pay over $600 for this. I have been on there for 10 days now, and I do not have a single like or match. I'm hideous. No one wants me. I have personally liked like 13 guys, but not a single one of them has liked me back or sent me a message. On top of that, it gets worse. Harmony makes you take all these questionnaires so that they can really get to know you, and then they give you a compatibility score with every single person on the site based on like your personality, what you want, your childhood, blah blah blah. So every single guy on the site that I can see has like a little number, which basically tells me how compatible eHarmony thinks that we are. And on the entire site, for all of the United States, my highest compatibility ranking is with a man who is a janitor. A janitor. And he won't even like me back.
This woman caught her husband cheating on her right before her wedding. This woman was waiting to get married, but after her fiancé didn't show up, she decided to go out looking for him. She caught him in the back of his limo with another woman. The bride totally freaked out as the husband decided to make a run for it. Comment what you would have done in this situation.
Women need to flash their men as much as possible. Coming out of the bathroom, flash them. Walking through the living room, flash them. Pulling out of the driveway, flash them. Mowing the lawn, flash them. Just flash them.
Whether you give advice or not, it's not going to work for every girl out there.